gift of light. This is a customer pick. Largest configuration we have ever done from this. From Bell & Howell, it is a torch handy light. So first off, it's two different ways you get light from this. So from the front, you get that beautiful torch light, and then you click it again, and it becomes your more targeted flashlight. Two different ways of getting light. A really super comfortable handle, whether you're walking the dog, in emergencies, you need this, you know, just for more light anywhere in your life. Now look at the price, $26.99. The last big configuration we did of this was 5, and everybody's mind was blown. Today, for our today's special, we've gone the biggest, the best. We have done 7 of these lights. Think of 7 different people, even if you keep a couple of these for yourself. They come in all different colors. You're getting a red, an orange, a blue, a green, a yellow, a black, and a silver, all with matching gift boxes that are color coordinated with them. These are stocking stuffers. These are for your dad, your uncle, your auntie, your niece, the kids, everybody. Let's really get a lot of people taken care of on your list. 5 flex, which means you're already handing these out to people for $5.40 your first payment. Let's see all the ways we can use this. You were giggling at me, Luke Caputo, earlier. I know. I'm that person, right? Like I don't really know what's going on in life, but this is one of those things where I love gifts where I don't really have to know anything about the recipient, right?
I love that.
I don't have to guess.
What size, what color they like.
Right, or what phone they have. I don't need to know anything.
None of it. Nope.
This is it.
You got this. Well, and you know what? We're going to change the name from today's special to today's amazing or today's incredible or something. Yeah. Because this is, I don't know how they're doing this, to be honest with you, okay? We've been selling this for a couple of years now, this particular light, and we used to do a 5-pack. And all of a sudden now we've got 7 of these. So you've got like a light for every day, you've got a light for every kid, light for the grandkids, light for the nephews, light for all the people that bring your packages to the door. You've got all of these, and I love the fact that they come with the gift boxes, because I'm one of those people that I absolutely love to give gifts, but I hate shopping. So if I, you know what I mean? So if I could just just check off all those names on my list at one time, I love it. Let's talk about what you're getting though, because you would think that for this price, somebody's cheaping out somewhere, right? This is what you're gonna think, right? That is not the case here, because Bell & Howell have been in business for over 115 years at this point. They've won Academy Awards for advancements in lighting. They know what they're doing. Wow. So what they do, every year these get brighter and brighter and brighter. That's what we call a COB LED in the middle right there with this big reflector around it, okay? The COB stands for chips on board. So it's like little tiny computer chips around it. There's lots of lighting elements on that. I'm not gonna turn on just yet because I don't want to blind anybody, okay? In the front of this, we have what's called the surface mount diode in the front there. That's your distance light. That's the one that's gonna really throw that light. I don't know if you noticed in the introduction, I was shining a light on the wall behind you, and I was standing way over there, okay? So that light's gonna go a great distance. It does have this really nice ergonomic handle on it, but you can also use it as a hook to hang this, and it has all these feet, so you can actually put the light in different orientations to get that light where you want it to go. So all these features, not to mention all the colors, not to mention the gift boxes that come with these here, and it's funny, this light is so bright, like I always tell people, don't look directly into the light. Our floor manager, Ryan, who's leaving the studio right now. Hey, Ryan, I think Lou wants you. No, when he first saw this, he turned it on, he looked at it, he goes, oh my God, it's like looking into an inferno, okay? Because there's so much light, it almost blinded him. There you go, buddy. Somebody help him out here. He can't see where he's going. That sounds like something Ryan would say. It is. I love this. And look, I'm over here, I'm doing the math. I'm not very good at math. I don't know how I got a job where I have to do a lot of math. But I was like, okay, to carry the is that $4 a flashlight? $4 a flashlight. I mean. A flashlight. And something, again, I can't say this enough, my biggest fear is that I'm gonna gift something to someone and they don't use it. That is my biggest fear. I give something, it goes into a closet, it goes into a drawer, and it never gets used. Right. Everybody uses a flashlight. Everybody needs it for a million different reasons. We need light. Everybody needs light. And when you talk about a million uses, we've already seen that in a junk drawer, right? We've seen it now in the attic. Here's some kids. Those are my friend Lee's kids right there, actually. We shot this video, and they love it. We had to let them keep them at the end of the shoot because they love them so much. But I mean, they're just, it's a lot of fun for the kids because these are COB LEDs, so they don't get hot. So it's safe for the kids. I love it for dog walking, which he's doing right there. It's absolutely fantastic for that. But think about this too. You've got 7 of these, right? So if, let's just say you didn't want to give them as gifts. Let's say you wanted to keep them for yourself. Put them in the hurricane kit, put them in the blackout kit. You've got one for every room in the house where you can walk around there. Are you playing? You're playing. Here.
Do you know what? You told me not to look right into it.
You did.
What
did
I
do? As soon as I told you not to, you did it.
What did I do? I looked right into it.
Look how crazy bright that light is back there on these walls. Tina's having a good time.
It's New Year's. It's time for us to like party
down. Is it already?
I mean, it's gonna be. Look at this.
Yeah.
You can see where you're going.
You can't see me, but as soon as I put that light on me.
Look at this.
Boom.
I can see all the way over there.
Yeah.
So I'm using it in the more targeted, I'm gonna call this almost like the flashlight, right?
The flashlight mode, and I've got the torch light mode.
And that's more like targeted. Then when you use the one on the side, it's more of like a broader light. You're getting more of a surface area to it for whatever it is. So it's 2 lights.
2 lights in one.
Yep.
That's what you're getting from this. You know what's funny? When I gave these, so we gave a bunch of these last year as gifts, okay? Because, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you, I get some for free. So I was giving them, we were giving them as gifts. But here's the crazy thing. There are people in my family that I gave really nice presents to, and the only thing they wanted to talk about were these. It was these. The things I gave them that I got for free, this is what they talk about. And I still have people here that ask me if I have any. You know, can you get me some of these?
Do you have more of the torchlight, Lou? I'm over here. I mean, I could really see everything. And I mean, and there's still a lot of lights in here, even though we have the lights down. We have the Christmas lights on and everything like that. But we still are getting so much light from such a... There's no way, if you ask me how much this costs, would I say $4? There's just no way. So think about your list right now, because once we start getting closer and closer to the season, right? You're like, oh, no, Tina, I really need to get some of these names marked off. I really have a lot of stocking stuffers I need to do. That's 7. Even if you kept 3 of these for yourself,
that's
you still
a lot.
have 4 more people. They're all color coordinated, which also means everybody, you know, either they like a certain color, if you have a bunch in one house, everybody knows which one is theirs. But for $26.99, that's why we called it today. We're calling it a today's amazing, incredible, fantastical deal of the day. Read the reviews. I know a lot of things we say it's a customer pick, but really let that sink in.
They really are good.
It's a customer pick on a flashlight. I mean, if your current flashlight or something that you're using in your house isn't giving you the urge to go write rave reviews about it, you don't got the right light. You need a Bell & Howell light. You need the one that's really gonna be the one you feel is so bright, is so functional, it's light. The handle makes it easy to go wherever.
Hang it?
Hang it!
I mean, that, you know, like I'm using one right here. We actually hung one right here just so, I mean, look at that. So that handle's open. So if you wanted to say, like, put it under an umbrella, put it under inside of a tent, on the poles inside of a tent, you could absolutely do that. So that's why this is so great to take camping, hiking, fishing, boating, you know, one in every car. I love the idea of having one in every room in the house. And I say that because when the lights go out, the last thing you want to be doing is stumbling around trying to find where the flashlights are, where everything else is. Speaking of which, we were talking a little bit earlier, you were talking about how it's 2 lights in one, which it is, okay? But traditionally, if I wanted to have like an area light, right, I'd get one of these big boys right here, okay? I get a lantern, D-size batteries in this. Good luck in a storm trying to find some D-size batteries, okay? But wait a minute, what if I want to see something way over there on the other side of the studio? Well, now I need another light. So now I'm carrying 2 different lights with me, both of them using the batteries that are really hard to find, okay? Or I could carry this, which weighs a fraction. I'm getting a workout with these 2 things in my hand right now.
This is probably better at like defending against the bad guy than giving you good luck.
Not so much with the light part there, but you know, but I mean, that's the thing. I'll tell you what's even scarier, okay? When I was a kid and we'd have a blackout, right? My mom would break out these.
Candles.
The candles. But like these special emergency candles. They're like the special little, because they're inexpensive, but then you try to stand them. Everybody who does a trick where they put the wax and they try to stand the candle up. I don't want an open flame around my dogs sitting out there, like, because I know my dogs. This thing's going down, okay? That's why these are so much safer, and that's why, like I say, like, if you got kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews, great for them as well, because, you know, safe. No open flame, none of that stuff.
By the way, this is like, I want to have like a glass of wine and be romantical. That's not going to let me see anything, really. You know what I mean? It's more like ambiance. It's ambiance. I want to give you a real quick reminder if you're just tuning in. First off, good morning. Welcome into HSN Today. This is our today's special, our today phenomenal deal, we're calling it.
Stupendous.
It's a customer pick, which means everybody that already owns this came back to tell us how much they love it. But you're not getting 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, you're getting 7. All in different colors, all with color coordinated boxes. It's 2 different lights in one. You can have it stand, you can hold it by the handle, you can hang it. I mean, it's all the things. Don't let the price makes you think you're not getting so much bang for your buck. And it's so easy.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. This is the first year that Riker is in school.
Okay.
And I started going, oh, I gotta think teacher gifts now, right?
Yes.
He has 2 teachers.
Right.
I wanna get them both. But I don't know them well enough, right?
Like, what are they like?
I don't know yet. He's just barely started school in October, so I'm like, right, my 3-year-old's like, I don't know, Mom. But everybody would be able to use this.
Absolutely. Well, and it's funny you say that because, you know, if you got kids, right, there's gifts for church, there's gifts for school, I mean, there's so many Secret Santas at work. I mean, there's just so many things. And they always put that price limit on everything where they're like, okay, don't spend over 10 bucks, don't spend over, you know, and you can't get anything decent. These are amazing. No corners were cut. And by the way, look, that's how dark it is in here until I turn the light on me. And you can see, look at all the light that's coming off of that. And Tina's playing again.
I know.
So
it's because I want to see how far I can see something. I'm going like to the, you know, I'm shining this on the Christmas tree over there and I can still see it.
Yeah.
On lights. I'm shining it on lights and it's not absorbing the light.
Well, look at this wall behind us, okay? So that's not even the flashlight, that's the floodlight. So look what I'm doing. I'm lighting up. If I come around the side here, you'll see even better. I'm lighting up the whole wall from ceiling to floor.
Look at this.
I mean, this little light throws off so much illumination. It is crazy. I wish I had some lumens for it, but I don't. But I'm telling you, just by looking, like Ryan said before, Inferno. It's an inferno.
You told me not to look in it.
Don't look at it.
I'm that person, though. If you're like, Tina, don't look that direction, the first thing I do, look that direction.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, Lou. We had no indication me and you were going to talk about this, but I really, I want to ask you something because I know you're a wealth of knowledge.
Yes.
The big one you had up earlier, the big, you know, the big flashlight that we're used to seeing from back in the day.
Yes.
Why did we have to have such big, like how in 2023 have we got to a technology base where we can get so much light, but in such a smaller footprint?
Because back in the day we used like the Edison bulbs, the incandescent bulbs that actually burned, okay? So they would get really, really hot, but they also ate a ton of power. So you needed to have really, really, really big batteries on them, which is why, like, you know, this thing here has the D cells in it, and it's just, I mean, it's massive. This thing is like 2 feet long, okay? It's crazy, right? That's why now that we have this COB LED technology, we can, in a sense, miniaturize everything, get the same punch, actually more punch, more light coming out of this than we ever could before. And this only uses 3 AA batteries inside of it.
It's
just
so
3.
lightweight. Yeah,
it's very lightweight, but they last a really, I mean, this thing's been on the whole show. They last a really, really long time. And don't forget, you've also got that distance light on the front of this right there, as you can see. I mean, that thing is just crazy, crazy bright. Look at my shirt. You can see, like, look at that. When I turn that around to me, I'm like completely in the dark, but when I turn it around, boom, there we are. By the way, one thing I haven't mentioned, I'm gonna get in trouble if I don't say this. These are exclusive to HSN.
Yep.
Now, when I say exclusive, I mean you can't go anywhere else on this planet and find these Bell & Howell lights, this configuration, this set, this actual light.
We love being the special exclusive.
Special.
Because you also know that not everybody's going to get this under the, you know, in their stocking or whatever, because you came to the exclusive place to get it. Customer pick, please read the reviews that are on here. And when I said if the current light you're using or your auntie's using or your mom's using isn't, you're feeling compelled to come and be like, I want to write a review, how much I love this. I mean, that just blows my mind. I feel like I understand that for, you know, some things, right? But it's a light. I mean, they must really like this. And you get 7 of them.
7.
And they're all different colors. So again, you get a red, a orange, a blue, a green, a yellow, a black, and a silver. You're not picking. All the boxes are color coordinated. It is a bow and go, easy, get it done.
Yeah.
Don't even think like, do I know 7 people I want it? Just get it. Just get it and figure it out later. And there's always another one of my nightmares is somebody brings me a gift during the holidays and I'm like, oh, we were doing this? I totally knew I should have a gift for you. Like, have one handy ready and be like, I thought about you this whole time. It's because sometimes you don't know, right? Like, are we in that place where we're gift giving? Grab 7 so you'll know you'll always have one.
Right.
And the fact that when you were talking about hanging in the tent, Riker loves doing that.
Yes.
He's 3 and he loves to go in. We have a little tent, we put it in the backyard and we do a little, this is perfect
The blanket fort in the living room. You've got to have this for that alone. Well, and here's the other thing about these lights. You're getting 7, which, again, the best deal ever, anywhere. It's an amazing deal. but it's not like lights go bad.
Right.
So, you know, if you're like, okay, I don't have 7 people, great. All right, give 3 this year, 3 next year. I mean, whatever you want to do, however you want to divide them up. But I'm going to tell you, there's actually a review, you know, on hsn.com. I think it might be the 3rd one in or 4th one in. But the person talked about how their husband bought a set, or they bought a set. Yeah. They gave them all away. He came back and he bought another set because he wanted them for himself. Look it up. It's there. I'm not making this up. It's on there.
When I told you, when I very first came to HSN, and you know, I started understanding, you know, what people like and what they lights.
Lights.
Lights. That
Everybody
was the first thing I ever told Jesse, my husband, is I said, you know what? I mean, people love lights, and I started thinking about him. And I'm like, he loves lights. My father-in-law loves lights. The kids love, I mean, it's, you know what I mean? It's one of those in the garage, in an emergency, in the car when it's dark out, and you know, you have a tire or anything. There is always a predicament. That's us. We just went and got our Christmas lights out of the attic. Okay. And Jesse went up with his light.
Need the light
again.
Up there. Yes.
I mean, there's never not a situation.
Well, and even if you're doing something like, you know, something's mundane, like you're trying to like clear out a sink trap or something like that. Maybe not everybody does that. But I mean, the thing about this light is that you can use it in different attitudes. And what I mean by that is you can lay it on its back and have the light shine straight up. You know, if you're using the distance light, you can aim it up as well because there are feet on 4 sides on this. So I can rotate this around and stand it in any orientation that I want. So that makes it very convenient, even for the handy person. Now that right there, that's genius. Using this as a coaster at a party.
If anybody was gonna come with that idea, it'd be Lou Caputo.
I wish I could take credit for that. Somebody did that last night and I was jealous.
Look at that.
But look at, well, what about on a centerpiece? On a table, if you wanted to put one under a centerpiece, like, you know, if you're doing something at night, that would look absolutely spectacular. And these last a long time. They are crazy bright, so do not underestimate the power that you're gonna get from these lights. But see, that's why, like, as a gift for me, you know, like when you're giving gifts to people, I don't wanna spend a ton, but I don't want the people to know that I didn't spend a ton. Right. You know what I mean? I don't want them to think I'm cheap. I mean, I am, but I don't want them to know that. They don't have to know that.
They will never, ever think that you spent $4 on this, but because you're taking 2 things, right? Yes. You're taking the largest configuration we've ever done, it's 7 of them, and you're taking it today's special, which is our best value of the day. Right. So you go down in money, up in quantity.
Crazy, right?
This is the perfect marriage that you want. You want more for less. Yeah. That's what we want. My mom lives in Arizona. They don't change their clocks. Right. That was all new to me. Yes. She comes here, she goes, why is it so dark so early? She's like, what time is it? She gets all disoriented, right? And I go, I know. It's because, I mean, I need a light to go out if Riker wants to go on a scooter ride, but it's only like 6 o'clock. If we're going outside with the dog, whatever it is, taking the trash can out. We need light even more in areas where it seems like it's dark at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah. Well, I mean, regular stuff.
Well, and if you got kids, that like, you know, they get up in the morning now. It's a little bit lighter in the mornings, a little bit. But there's a lot of kids that are getting up at like 5 a.m. and they're going to the bus stop. Give them one of these to take with them. Hang it on their backpack. You know, who's got that little loop at the top of the backpack? Hang it on the back there so traffic is going to see them, or just so that they could see things and people know that, like, okay, there's, you know, those kids are over there and they got lights. You know, that's what I'm saying about these. And you know what? Let's talk about one last thing with these. The box. Now, they could have cut corners here a lot of ways. They could have made cheap plastic, you know, I mean, like flimsy plastic. These are very solid. They're like hockey pucks. They're very, very solid, okay? They could have gone with really flimsy boxes. These are nice boxes. And I hate to say it like this, but sometimes when people give me a gift, I get that box and I start feeling it in my hands. And if it's like, you know what I mean? Ellen, am I right? If it's a sad feeling box and you're kind of like
judging the box.
Yeah, judging the box. This thing is good. I'm like, this is gonna be cheap. When they get this is substantial. We have one wrapped.
One wrapped.
Yes.
I mean, look at how nicely this looks, all like ready and set to go. But really, whether you wrap it or you're not, because they're color coordinated, it's a bow and go also on its own.
That's right.
And I want to remind you, first off, this is a limited time opportunity. Today's specials don't mean it's like a year special or even till the, you know, till the holidays. You want to grab this, 1, while we have them, 2, while it's still on the special, and while we're doing 5 flex on everything. So for $5.40, you can get this entire 7-pack home. That's your very first monthly payment. 794-838 is the item number, and I think we've just clicked over 14,500 of these spoken for. I lied. 14,600 now of these spoken for. And you want to know, 1, functionality, practicality, but also it's easy. It's easy. I mean, it's literally one of those, don't worry about it. I know. You get me and Lou in with these lights, and look at us. We're all over the place. I'm like, look, there's cobwebs.
I just stopped selling completely. I'm like, okay.
Is there cobwebs up there? Is there, what's going on the baseboard down here?
I'm like a cat chasing a laser right now. You know what I mean?
I love that. You're like, make the cat go over here. I mean, 2 different ways. It's 2 lights in one.
Look at that.
Super duper lightweight, Lou. I mean,
they
are so light.
They are. And you know what? That's what's so great about these two. You're not carrying this big old heavy lantern with you. Yeah, look at that. From the wide shot, look at the wall. If I take that light away, look, it's like totally black. And this is that torch light. That's that area light. It is lighting up everything. By the way, the only light that I've got on me is another one of these just sitting right here. That's it. So you're getting a ton of light from these. And that's why I say, people aren't gonna know that you spent $4 a light. They're not gonna know. You know, they don't need to know. All I know is that when I gave it to people last year, they loved these. This is the one they want to talk about.
I put it in my contract that one had to face me at all times during this presentation because I was like,
they were yelling at me to turn it.
I need good lighting, people. But look at this. This is me. Now watch.
Where's Tina? There's Tina.
That is a lot of light in such a small footprint.
Yep.
2 different ways of light. So remember, so the one on the front is more of like, you're getting
the wide light.
Right, more surface light.
Yeah,
the one on the side is like a targeted flashlight. So this will be what you're seeing when we kind of pointed everything that's on here. So the fact that you don't have to pick what kind of light you're getting. You don't have to pick what kind of color you want. Do I want the red? Do I want the green? You get them all. And they come with the boxes that are in here. And Lou, you know, stocking stuffers, for me, is also like the hardest thing to come up with, right? It's not necessarily the big, huge $300 gift, but it also wants to be meaningful and thoughtful and something you want. If you still have a lot of stocking stuffers to do, this would be perfect.
Yeah, I don't want chocolates, I don't want socks, I want the gadgets.
You know, my mom,
give me a gadget.
When I was growing up, used to put 1 apple and 1 orange in my stocking.
What is that about?
I never ate either. I feel like that's like a 70s.
Tradition thing.
Yeah, I think 70s, 80s babies, that used to be what we got in our stockings. I don't even know why. And then I always used to get a gift certificate for McNuggets. See, I remember what came in my stocking. I can get with
that one, I like that.
Right, but that was the 3 things that were always in my stocking as I was growing up. This is an easy, largest configuration. The last time Lou did a configuration was 5.
Yep.
We didn't even go 1 more. We went 7. You're getting black, silver, blue, green, yellow, orange, red, and the matching boxes.
That's right.
All ready and set to go. You're gonna throw 3 AA batteries in it. You're rocking and rolling. $4 is mathematically what this breaks down to. 794838 is the item number. Make sure you grab this while the sale price is here and while Lou is still selling these, because
that's right.
It could very well.
Because when they're gone.
They could be gone.
Yeah, it'd be gone.
When are you back on?
Noon.
We'll see
I'll
you
be back at noon. All right.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. My
very
pleasure.
much. I do want to let you know a little bit later. I don't think I've ever seen this happen. I'm not sure how or why or what the